Hi, Dr. Thomas Lodi here. Talk about cervical cancer. Um, Actually, it's a pretty worldwide cancer. It's if we were to divide cancer into two basic causes, two basic etiological pathways to cancer. In other words, the ways in which cancers form. There's the infectious cancers, and there's the lifestyle cancers. Okay, so the infectious cancers are what we see a lot in third world countries. Um, for example, we know that the Burkitt's lymphoma and nasopharyngeal cancers are caused by a virus. We know that. We know that liver cancers are caused by a virus many times. We know that gallbladder cancer or biliary cancer is caused by what they call a liver fluke. And then there's cervical cancer, which we now have pretty much identified is mostly related to HPV. In fact, there's been HPV vaccines, human papillomavirus. We see those vaccines. We also see HPV in the throat, in nasopharyngeal cancers as well. Because of human activity, we know that anything that's going to happen down here can also happen up here. So we're seeing nasopharyngeal, we're seeing herpes infections in the throat, causing cancers, etc. So anyway, with cervical cancer, what's being done is vaccines, and we'll talk about that on a vaccine video at a later date. We're not going to talk about that now, but anyway, so you get cervical cancer, and everyone knows that the cervix is the mouth of the uterus. It's at the backest, most distal part of the vagina, and it leads up to the uterus. And so that's why women go and get pap smears every year. They get the pap smears, and the reason we don't see this as much in first world countries is because we're doing pap smears, we're finding early cancer, and then they do something like a little cone biopsy where they just kind of cut it out, or they can deal with it at a very, very pre-cancerous state. So that's not happening in third worlds, and so third world. So what happens with cervical cancer is it's pretty much very similar to uterine cancer. And uterine cancer is just the same cancer that's gone up into the uterus, and it's got the lining. It's called endometrial cancer. Not the same. I'm not saying it's the same cause of the human papillomavirus, but it's the same organ. It's the same kind of problems associated with it. So anyway, cervical cancer, if caught early, is a very simple thing to deal with. It's one of the easiest. And in fact, we work with a Chinese doctor in New York, Dr. Zhang, Z-H-A-N-G. He's like a 15th generation traditional Chinese medicine doctor from China. But he also went to medical school and is a board certified internal medicine doctor. So he's got the both there. So anyway, he's looked at a lot of the herbs that he inherited through his studies in TCM, and he's got a very special way to deal with early cervical cancer. So I've been working with him since 2004, and if someone's got just CIN, you'll know what that is if you have it. Doctors have told you about it. Or a very early stage. It's a simple 1-month therapy that you do at home. You spray on a tampon, a couple of natural substances, put it in at night when you go to sleep, and you smell like garlic. It's got allicin. Allicin is the extract of garlic. It's got another substance too, Chinese. But anyway, so for a month you're going to smell like you've been eating a ton of Italian food all night instead of when you should have been sleeping. But it goes away. I mean, it's amazing. It goes away, and then never becomes the cancer. But if it's already there and it's already gone up, then what we need to do is deal with it the way we deal with all of our cancers, and that is change the environment so cancer doesn't want to live there anymore. It's not happy with that environment. Secondly, target and eliminate it without hurting the healthy cells. And number 3, get the immune system awake again so it can do its job, okay? And that's what we'll do. That's what we do at Oasis. We've been doing for quite a long time now. So if you or anyone, any of your friends or family members have this, give us a call at Oasis. Our staff has been together for many, many years. We know everything, and everybody really cares. It's amazing. In fact, when people leave Oasis, has always been amazing to me. It looks like a high school graduation. They're hugging and crying and everything. And when they talk about Oasis, they're not talking about the structure of the place. They're talking about the people. Oh, this person, and they always tell me, "Wow, you have a great staff. Wow, how did you find all? You're really lucky you got all this staff." Anyway, give them a call and let's get this worked out, okay? And remember, if it's early, then you really don't have to see us. See us once, and we'll take care of that. You go home and take care of that.